Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nuraini, a manager in cartography consultant. I would like to introduce you to the team, Mr. Ali, Ms. Zahra, and Mr. Kamarul. We are going to present the post-lockdown of COVID-19, the standard operation procedure on safety and hygiene practice in McDonald's. Our proposal is on how to prepare the employee to cope with the new norms and training them to continue to adopt the changes. The problem that can be seen in the business is that the employee only apply the SOP for the first few weeks and not continue to follow it, and it can be seen as the employee still not getting used to the new SOP. The organization concerned, either they have to train the employees so they can adapt the changes for long term due to the cost on the training of the employee. So this is the problem the organization faces after the pandemic that can affect the organization. To continue on the presentation, I'm going to pass the next part to Mr. Ali. Mr. Ali, the stage is yours.
Hi there, here's Ali. So here I'm going to explain why it's crucial to solve these problems. As we all know, the fast food industry is concerned with the hygiene even before the pandemic era of the COVID-19 virus. However, due to the pandemic, now hygiene practices to cope with the pandemic circumstances and to prevent further spread of the virus is more crucial. Failure by companies in the fast food or any company in the fast food industry to protect both of their customers and employees may cause such a crucial damage to the company's brand. This might take a long and costly time to revive their brand reputation again. Therefore, these are why they are crucial, these problems. And before we go to the problems, let us go through the models that we are proposing here to solve this issue. So we are introducing two models. The two models are the Lewis change model and the Carter's change model. So in Lewis change models is the 3 stages models, and embedded inside them the 8 steps of Carter's change model. So the first stage is the unfreezing. In the unfreezing, we are going to apply 3 steps from Carter, which is embedded from Carter's change model. The first step, which is to create urgency by explain and let the employee understand why we are doing, why we need to change, and inspire them to change. And second is to form a collation by from the identified supervisors or key people like supervisors and others, maybe team leaders. And third step is to create a vision. This is going to make things clear and understandable for those who are affected or involved by this change. The second stage is the change, where here we need to change from the old practices and implement the new practices. And there are 3 steps we're gonna embed also from the Carter's change model. The first step is to communicate the vision. Writing and verbal communication to spread awareness, and also can be through training. But the most important way, or the best way of communicating the vision, is by showcase, which is another word, walk the talk. Second step in this stage, which is the remove the obstacles. We need to remove physical obstacles and emotional obstacles, both of them. The best way is by seeking feedback. And the third step, which is the create short-term wins, it's to chop your change to sizable pieces of phases. And at the end of each stage, you demonstrate tangible benefits to your employees, which is gonna help them to cope and catch with these changes. The last and not least stage, which is the refreezing, and here is to make sure that these changes stays permanent, not to just apply them for a short time, then they are gone and lost. And there are two steps going to be implemented here, embedded from the Carter's change model. One is to build on the change, and you should not let to build on the change, where you should not let not let up the practices quickly. This is by repeating what had been done before, like training and etc. Spreading awareness again, which is the three most important three steps here, which is the communicating the vision, removing the obstacles, and delivering the benefits. Last and not least, the step in this stage, which is anchoring the change, and in this process to make the change process stick and not to be gone by anchoring the change. At the end, we'd like to remind that even though change is the only constant in a human's life, yet humans are by nature are resistant to change. Hope you found these practices useful, and remember that applying the change models are essential for the moving from the old practices to the new practices and solidifying the new practices. That's all for me. Next is going to be the problems, and I'm going to pass the microphone to Fathimah.
Okay, thank you, Ali. Okay, some of the solutions that we propose to solve the problem are train management and workers on the adopted measure to prevent the exposure of the virus and on how to act in case of COVID-19 infection, including correct use, maintenance, and disposal of PPE, personal protective equipment. Second, inform the workers that management has the right to remove them from work if they disobey the new guideline and if they potentially pose imminent and serious danger for life or health, in accordance with national law and laid out procedure. Third, exist and show workers the new normal, especially delivery workers, to minimize the direct contact with customer and ensure personal hygiene practices. Next, we are going to go to the strategies to manage and deal with changes. First, McDonald needs to develop a prepared and response plan for the possibility if the workers is suspected or confirmed positive COVID-19. Other than that, McDonald should establish a system for providing up-to-date reliable information to workers about the COVID-19 situation for their awareness. And lastly, McDonald could establish a monitoring and evaluation mechanism on the COVID-19 to assist the workers. Okay, that's all for the solution. Then we will go to the recommendation by Kamaruzaman.
Thank you, Zahra. I am Kamarul. Overall, in this project, the management leader is the main role to ensure that everything operates effectively. Management leader will always seek to track what is working and not working in the face of organizational change in order to execute the change efficiently. This improvement will allow McDonald to increase its profitability and the power. In our suggestion is McDonald's need to make well planning in the organization according to the current situation. This is because from there, well planning involves envisioning the results the organization want to achieve and determining the steps necessary to arrive at the destination, which is success. Other than that, McDonald's always make a change and take the action immediately to avoid future issues in the organization that will be occur. Lastly, McDonald's need to constantly improve and update their product according to the current situation in order to increase competitiveness with the other competitors. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kamarul. As you see, this is our proposal on your business case. We trust that this proposal will result in a long terms. I hope that we have given you some insights today on our proposal topics. We believe this approach will benefit your company. That is all from us. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.